Do you have any questions?
There are psychics who, when asked about a theft or a lost article, reply that they were stolen by a person of approximately what age, facial features, and so on. Is this truly accurate?
Before saying whether it is accurate or not, my feeling would be that it is not the divine will to point out offenders or criminals through this kind of psychic perception. Psychic perception is meant to come from God. If the guidance does not come directly from divine beings or high spirits, it might come from the lower spiritual world. Regardless of where it comes from, the guidance that one conveys should always be useful for the spiritual development of the disciples or the listeners. Helping to make people out to be criminals by simply pointing out offenders, which means judging people on behalf of a particular person or a particular household, is not within the original mission of a person with psychic perception. A person with psychic perception should essentially be a person of true spiritual faith. Therefore, if psychics make guesses, or even assist people in hurting others, it means that they have wholly distanced themselves from the divine will. I would like you to appreciate the meaning of this before I go on to answer your question. When a psychic replies that the offender is a person of about what age and with what sort of facial features, it is sometimes correct. On the other hand, there are also numerous cases where psychics look into the inquirer's subconscious, and name or indicate a person whom the inquirer suspects. The problem here is that psychics often believe that their answer is a message from God, since they, themselves, do not realize that they are naming an offender according to the suspicion of the inquirer. Psychics who point out offenders in answer to such inquiries are functioning at a low spiritual level. They cannot distinguish divine messages from the thoughts of spirits residing in the subconscious world, and they believe that the words uttered through their own mouths are all divine messages. This is why it is not advisable to ask such psychics about a theft or similar matter. Rather, it would be best to pray to God, your guardian spirits and divinity, while sitting quietly by yourself, reflecting upon your past attitude and asking pardon for any mistakes you may have made. Then, if having the lost or stolen article back would be good for you, it will be returned, and if having it back would not good for you, the article will not reappear. It is a much greater loss to unsettle one's mind by letting one's thoughts run about in confusion than it is to lose things. The things that you need will surely come back to you. When I am asked about such matters, I first pray silently for the person, then I just tell the person clearly that an article that is to be returned will reappear, and that an article that is not to be returned will not reappear. I make it a rule not to touch upon the offender with even one word. Even if you don't know the karmic explanation for why an article was stolen from you, there must be some karma involved. When you apologize to God for causing trouble to others and pray for the karma to be extinguished, generally speaking, the missing article will come back. It is necessary for human beings to always aim at turning a misfortune into a blessing, and to discipline themselves into thinking that way.